All right, we're live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I hope y'all doing well. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because the government doesn't care. But we do here at Green Card Guys, okay? We got to work together. We got to collaborate, all right? If you hear of something going on in your neighborhood, in your city, your town, especially about ICE, okay? Or bounty hunters. If you hear of anything, please share videos, please share information because we can repost it, if anything, okay? I have a network of attorneys all across the United States. I'm very fortunate for those connections. Like, for example, today, a client that found us on TikTok, for example, I think might have hired us maybe a week and a half ago. We coordinate with an attorney colleague in New York City. We were able to provide him the update, what to do. And of course, they're always able to make their own judgment at the moment because they're professionals as well. And he updated me after the court, and I'm going to update the client later today, who was there in court as well. But if you're wondering, like, what kind of, like, which law firm to like engage with, because you might be thinking, like, why would you? Let's say you're in New York, and you're thinking, like, why would I hire a law firm in Texas? Location does not matter as long as if it's a court case that you're scenario number one, you're willing to pay for that attorney from, let's say, Texas to go to the court in New York, or that law firm has connections with attorneys in that city where your court is located. Okay. Now here's why. We have standard operating procedures, and of course we give a shit. So we make sure shit gets done, because I was told, for example, that some people hire an attorney, and in that rare circumstance, that attorney did not show up to court. I'm like, what the heck happened? You never know. All right. So unfortunately, you guys can't assume things. You got to definitely, number one, any service, any professional you hire for doesn't have to be just attorneys only. Could be, I don't know, dentists, plumbers. You gotta check. You gotta read the Google reviews. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So keep tapping the screen. If you tap and hit the like button, okay, if you keep tapping to 500 at least, I'll start answering y'all's questions. I'll be here for about 20 minutes. All right. About 20 minutes. Then I got to go to the next meeting for the day. So even for like today, all right. Even though I was not there in court, I was awake. It was as if I was going to court. Okay. I was awake the same time my colleague in New York was awake as well. He was getting ready for the day, just, chatting about like the strategy, just confirming things, which is not always necessary. But the thing is, like, it's always great to have that relationship with another attorney who goes above and beyond. Some attorneys won't do that. So we want to make sure that we get it done correctly. All right. Timely and appropriately. It's very important. Dora, I think you had a question the other day, yesterday, right? I wasn't able to get you on. You want to try to join live? Maybe you did that already. There you are. Okay. All right. Before I get you on, Dora will be first, and then on deck is going to be user 877. I was going to say, because we don't know what's going to happen to this app right here. Okay. It might, I don't know when it's going to go away, but connect with me, follow on the other channels. It's @ Green Card Guys. It might have the letters TV at the end of it on YouTube, I think. Connect with me on LinkedIn. What else? There's a lot of updates about immigration week to week. It's like every Friday. It's like President Trump or the White House drop two bits of information on Friday. One was a gold card, which has to go through Congress, by the way, in my opinion. And then the second thing is the H-1B. Okay. So I have videos about the H-1B. Okay. I've sent an email out Sunday, I believe. Saturday or Sunday, I sent an email about that. So we really try our best to update y'all with all these different social media platforms, we still, of course, depend on email to really get it out to y'all. So if you're not on our listserv right now, even if you have a lawyer, okay, I'm not trying to step on other people's toes, but if you want information when there's updates in the law, even if we don't think the executive branch is doing it correctly, we're happy to share with you. Okay, so email us so you can get added on the list. All right. All right. Let's get. Thank you so much for the taps, the love. Let's get Dora on, and then after Dora is user 877. Maybe. Oh, it looks like it went away. Oh, there, you're here somewhere. This shows that you're joined. That is weird. But I don't see you on the square. Okay, well, let's get user 877 on in the meantime. You're still here. That's weird. It won't. Let's see if we can get.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? 877. Let's.
Hey, my name is Ronnie. Hey, I have a quick question. So I have a U visa Pro,
Okay.
A19. Um, so today, yesterday, I have 3 years with that, so I qualify for a green card.
Mm-hmm.
But I have one problem that my dad, he was not a good here in the United States, so he have an order removal.
Okay.
Same with me.
Okay.
So, but I decided to stay because I was too little. I was like 12 years old.
Right.
So now I can qualify, but I'm scared that my green card could be hold because I have the order removed.
Mm-hmm.
So
For
what
you,
can I do?
for U visa, it's fine actually, but it is important to get that court case dismissed eventually. How far along is your U visa case? Like you filed it how long ago?
Oh, I get proof. So I have my A19.
Okay, you're approved for U visa, and how long is it? When did you get approved?
11, 11 17 2022.
22. So November 2022. So you're right around that time. This year, you need to file to become a resident, right? 485.
Yeah, yeah, but my question is, how long is taking? Because my grandma, she's very sick, and I want to go visit her.
Have you applied for the advanced parole?
I tried, but I'm scared because I have the order removed.
Oh yeah. So I recommend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that she's sick. Hmm.
But it
So.
was my grandpa. He just passed away 7 months ago, so
Mm,
I
mm-hmm.
did the Vespero, but
Mm-hmm.
different lawyers said don't do it because you can sit outside.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, even though with U visa by law, an order removal is okay, so that you can still get the U visa. It is still proper. If you need our help to do it with green card guys, is to file a motion to dismiss to the court. I'm sorry, not motion to dismiss, but something similar. Basically, motion to vacate the order because you have U visa now. Um, that's what we recommend. Okay, and that way you
Yeah.
can proceed with your advanced parole in the
And the
meantime.
thing is that I'm married with a U.S. citizen, so I
Hmm.
have a good cases, but the thing is like I cannot move because I have a over move.
Yeah. So again, you got to get the court case vacated, the order of removal.
Yeah. So
The USCIS does not communicate with the court, so that's what the
somebody told me it's not a court, it's a because order remove is a different. It's the state patrol, something like that.
no. No.
The order
Well, how do
remove.
you know? Do you have a record of it? Your dad might. Does your dad have a record of it, like at his home?
Because I called the ex lawyer
Hmm.
and so she said, "Well, your case is not in the court. Your case is in the border patrol."
Oh, but yeah, Border Patrol. Okay, yeah, not State Trooper. Yeah, we could check that for you. It's called FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. It's a process to request those records. But, you know, because you said your family member's sick, it's time to get going, to get this going for
Yeah.
you, okay?
Question. I live in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I send you all the evidence and everything? So
Sure. So we have, if you see this URL right here, you can when you go to the profile, you can click on this URL, or you can just type it in, and there's an option to fill out a short form, and then in that short form, you can upload some documents. Um, or if it's some people prefer to call, you could call first. But when you fill out the short form, there is an option to schedule a meeting, and so you
uh,
might have seen this one. This is with our client care specialist for this amount, just for y'all though, because if people Google search and find us, it's 2 digits, almost 3 digits. But okay, so take advantage of that. Okay.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Take care, sir. And by the way, if you do have the mindset that you said, okay, you told me like on a live show like this, I'm going to schedule a meeting with you, then DM me to keep yourself accountable that you scheduled it. What's up, Dora? How can I help you?
Okay, hi John. Okay, my question is not for me, it's for my friend.
Okay.
So my friend is been here long time ago and then get married. And then after how many years? Maybe 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
She already filed a citizenship. But before that, she filed. I think not sure if she filed already a divorce, but she has a abuse partner. So she went to the police station to report. So
Mm-hmm.
she has also.
Uh-huh. I think she got a phone call. Let's see. Mm. Oh, there you're back. Okay. You there, Dora? Hey, Epic Moment. Yes, you can ask. Anyone can ask a question. You're always welcome to ask. If I can't answer, I'll definitely let you know.
Okay, yes.
Oh, there you
So
are.
she went to uh she applied for citizenship, I think this year or last year, and then she got an interview for this year,
Uh-huh.
and then so the immigration officer told her that it's not yet approved because there's a missing document, but all the documents that they're requesting on that letter, she bring it to the interview. But now is they're questioning her why she's divorcing her husband, but she told the immigration officer that I need to file a divorce, but I cannot file a divorce immediately. I need to take a year. I think that's American law. It takes a year before we file a divorce, but she has also a police report. But now, after I think May, she got a letter of a document that requiring her to submit, and she submits right away, but until now she didn't get any response
Response from who?
from the immigration that I think they received that, they didn't respond if they received the document that she sent.
Okay. Does she have a lawyer currently?
No, okay. So my advisor, because she doesn't have that much, financial thing.
Uh-huh.
So I told her that I saw you on TikTok, and then she asked me, "Hey, can you just help me?" And say, and then yeah. But I also told her that can you see if you have there's a pro bono within the area. But I know pro bono is like it depends,
It
right?
what? It depends. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, because I don't know if she gonna get a pro bono attorney.
I mean, if there's some nonprofits, but nonprofit law firms, their funding got cut.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe Catholic charities, but just to take a big step back,
Yeah.
she has a court case. I don't know any.
No, she doesn't have any court
Oh, no
case.
court case. Okay, just USCIS only. Okay, good.
Yes.
So, so she withdrew that case with the husband.
Uh-huh.
She did already.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then she filed a new case, the I-360 for
Yes.
VAWA. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. When did she do that? Like last year?
Just now, because she's just waiting for a letter for them that hey, we received your document and everything, but she didn't say here anything
Mm-hmm.
from USCIS. But it's only weird because they usually respond like a month or two to
Mm-hmm.
say hey, we received your document, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't send anything anymore. They just say hey, we received your document.
A receipt notice. Yeah.
Yeah, that receipt notice.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna let her know and then maybe to reach out to you directly.
I recommend that. Does she have a job?
Yeah, but it's not that it's not permanent thing job. So
Oh,
that's
not
why.
permanent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because before when she applied for her green card, I told her how to process all these things, and then she did it by herself because she doesn't have that much money to go for a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So and then until the citizenship application, she did by herself. But now that she was scared what's going on, so she's like,
Uh-huh.
hey, can you please help me? But I told her I cannot help you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all are so nice. I have a lot of the friends here on the channel, which is amazing. But then you get a little,
yeah,
yeah, I just want to be careful. You're not trying to say anything wrong, of course, but
yeah,
it sounds like I think you said that she just filed the I-360, so not citizenship. So yeah, at this point, the case normally takes about 3 years for VAWA, but the thing is, they're having interviews for everyone. So even
I
though
know.
the thing is just making sure that she filled it out correctly,
Yeah.
at
She's
least.
just so lucky because she's the only one to pick, like, we need more documents. But
Mm-hmm.
not of other people getting that kind of situation.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let her know.
Okay.
And by the way, I work in a law firm, that's why I know how it's going.
Oh, okay. Which kind? Immigration too, or something else?
No, it's not immigration. It's like the wealth and aircraft.
Oh,
So,
aviation. Interesting.
yeah, it's
That sounds
private
cool.
wealth, something like that. It's not. We don't have much litigation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Less litigation, the better, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I'm not. We don't have like immigration or employment.
Okay. Well, tell your friend that for this option right here, pre-qualify, since it's through you and you were on the live show, that she
Yeah.
can choose that option. Okay.
Okay, I'll let her know. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye. All right. All right. Yes, epic moments. You can ask question. So y'all can ask questions even if your case is not stuck or denied. Absolutely, that doesn't have to be an immigration problem in your case for you to ask questions. No worries at all. But if it's something that I can't answer, then I'll definitely let you know. If it's a situation where I think we need like more time to review something, then you're gonna have to schedule a meeting in general. That's the best way for us to keep track. Myra's question: how important are affidavit letters for a marriage case? Waiting for a few from a few friends. They're not critical. If they're slow, even though I'm assuming my team gave you a couple sample letters, just samples, okay. Um, but they're slow. I mean, I don't know, maybe give a friend like a couple weeks, but they're not crucial. And if they end up writing a letter, that's great. We can upload it later on after we file your applications. Okay. So, but the most important is financial documentation. That's the first thing. Alrighty. So, all right. I hope y'all doing good. And let's see, tumbleweeds. Your lawyer hasn't filed your case yet. It's been a month. Is that normal? Well, I know you already have a lawyer, tumbleweeds, but just want to share with y'all in case you have not hired a lawyer yet. We have 3 service levels. Each service level has different benefits, includes some services, excludes some services. And I first thought about this when I interned with a nonprofit. I thought, man, everyone's paying the same amount, same low amount, right? And we were all working our tails off. And then I started the law firm. We're working our tails off and contacting clients. So basically, what I'm trying to say is each service level have different internal deadline on when to file your case, right? So the last 3 years, we had our max service level 30 days for family-based cases. But because this year it's just been a lot busier, it's 60 days now. Okay, and the pro is 60 days. But if you get everything to us in let's say, for example, 33 days, then it takes us about a week or two to review everything else. Just make sure we dedicate time and have a due diligence meeting with your attorney and you. Then we'll file the case right after that, right? So tumbleweeds, you got to check your contract. Usually, probably these contracts don't mention that, but in our contracts, we do. Okay, because we care about providing appropriate service, excellent service. Okay, but I don't think other law firms do that. I try to think innovatively in that sense to provide better customer service. If you appreciate that, please tap the screen. Put a star in the comments. Let's see. If anyone wants to join live, you're welcome to do that. If anyone, another way to, you're welcome. And you know what, tumbleweeds, just ask. Like, how's the prep going, and just something to think about. Okay, for example, tumbleweeds is that, or whoever's waiting for their law firm to kind of move it along, is that like, I can just share our experience in the internal workflow. That is, we give you a checklist, we share a Dropbox folder. Like today, I had onboard meeting for a mandamus case. So do all that. We might, if it's let's say a marriage case, for example, we'll send a questionnaire. Okay, so then you would have to complete the questionnaire. You would have to provide us the evidence. Then it kind of like kicks it back to us in terms of workflow. We'll review the evidence, see what we don't need, see what else we do need. So there's a lot of moving parts in that sense, steps. And then our team will review the forms, prepare and review the forms, and make sure everything like checks correctly. For example, I remember having a client who wrote his son's date of birth wrong, and I have a pretty decent memory. Y'all know that, especially on a live show. I remember some of y'all's situation, and anyway, I remember I was like, I think the son's birthday is different, and of course I pulled up the birth certificate. I was like, God dang, man, it was different. And so, when you're all completing these, answering these questionnaires, your mind might be somewhere else also, and that's fine. We're not here to judge. We're here to help, support. So that's an example of what we do as part of due diligence. And then part of the due diligence is just double, triple checking if you've been arrested, because some people, things happen, wrong place, wrong time, and some people want to hide things. It's not a good idea to hide things from your attorney. Okay, you hired a lawyer for a reason, so please share information with your attorney. Okay, with your law firm. Sounds good, Myra. Yeah, we have to be organized, because I'm just imagining like literally in the office physically, and I'm not a neat freak, but we do want a proper system and organized so that everyone's comfortable. Nothing is lost. What's it called? Okay, it's 12:15 now. I've got a few more minutes. So don't be shy if you have some questions. If you don't think it's like something that we can answer, don't worry. Just put it in the comments or join the live show, and I'll let you know if I cannot answer. Okay, Jose on YouTube, your N400 was filed on December 2024. Your 715 was filed as December 2023. Your combo interview has not been scheduled yet. Should it be considered delayed or still under normal processing time? Which city are you at, Jose? So generally speaking, the N400 or the 751 takes about 2 to 4 years. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Okay. But when you're eligible to file and apply to become a U.S. citizen, we do encourage that the N400 for that to be filed, and that does help speed up the 751. Okay, now when you go to the interview, sometimes the officer is not aware that there's 2 cases. There's not one sticker that says combo interview. Like that would be nice, right? But like 2 case files could be like tucked under one another. So that's why when they call our name, whatnot, or the number, I do mention that. By the way, officer, there's it's a combo interview, 751 and 400, so they can mentally start get ready in their mind, right? What questions to ask, whatnot. Any way we can save time, we'll do that for the client and the officer. Really, how we think is like we just kind of want to serve it on a platter, like everything's right there, so make it very easy for the officer. Okay, especially the rookies. But in terms of you're asking your question, is it within normal processing time? Well, let's check it out. Let me check on the internet right here, at least process time. At least I could say in Texas, normally it seems this past year, it's 2025, about 3 to 6 months for the N400. Okay. So let me drop down to, you said Oakland Park field office. N400. Okay. Let me see if that shows up. All right, so you said you filed that December 2024. Let me share my screen for you, Jose. Okay, so Jose, it shows 9 months, 80% of case 9 months, so that's still not bad. And yours filed in December, right, last year? So let's just say it's January 1st, right, 2025. So you're right around this time period, September. So if it gets to October 2025, Jose, then see if you could submit an inquiry, which if you scroll down here, type in, like, what was yours again? December 17, 2024. Let's see what it says here. Get inquiry date, cases processing normally. Or at least you can submit questions November 11th, 2025. Okay. So that is annoying. It would be great if it was like October 2025. But hopefully you get your interview date before then, okay? Which, by the way, if anyone's interested, oh, that was weird. Okay, to file to become a U.S. citizen, you definitely want to get your shit together and do that ASAP, because if you're one of those people that are like, well, I don't want to take the English test or civics. Well, you're gonna have to, but if you're like, I'm a little concerned about the civics test. Well, I can say in 2025, you've probably been learning a lot about civics in America. If you haven't been learning about civics in 2025, something wrong with you. You got at least watch the. Of course, be careful what you watch or where you watch information. Be careful about mainstream media. But let me share my screen again. On YouTube, I can do that. No, I see there's a couple people that want to join live, so I'll get you on soon, Brock, for example. But you can see here on the USCIS webpage, USCIS unveils first changes to naturalization test, overhaul of American citizenship standards. Okay. Anyways, they're updating it. Okay, so basically, I recorded a video about this, but basically, they're doubling up. So right now, currently, you have to get 6 questions correct out of 10. And so it's going to make the change starting October 20th. If you filed your case on or after October 20th for the N400 application to become a U.S. citizen, you're going to have a civics test for 12 questions correct. And you have up to 20 questions that they could ask you during the interview. But for studying purposes, instead of the 100 currently that you could study, they're going to increase it. I'm like, okay. So I think they're going to increase it to potentially 120 questions that you need to study. So anyway, if you're eligible to become a U.S. citizen, you got to get your shit together and file like today. You could do that online. Okay. Other attorneys won't want me to say this, but as long as you don't have any crimes and it checks off that you're eligible, you better fucking apply today. Okay. You have no excuse. But of course, if you don't know what you're doing, you have some issues, like it doesn't have to be just arrest only. There's are other issues. Then definitely schedule a meeting. Okay, there's really no excuse unless you just like to take a longer test. Then sure, okay. But those are meeting options. Okay. And scrolling down below, let's see. All right, let's get the next person on, Brock. Hi, Brock. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I had a question. My wife has an individual hearing January 4th, 2027. We submitted the I-130 and I-45. I think I'm like on 186 days on that, and we haven't got a work permit or Social Security. Is because she's in an individual hearing, is that what's holding it up?
Yeah, it is holding it up. Yeah, exactly.
And are they not going to release that until the individual hearing is over? Is that because when I I paid for you're basically paying for the social and the work permit, but I thought that would take like 3 months, and I see people file way after us and already.
When did you file the 485 and all those other applications?
I think I'm at 186 days.
Okay, so yeah, the best thing to do is try to get your case dismissed from court. Have you tried that yet?
I don't know how to go about it. Because look, she got a DUI. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's on probation right now.
Yeah.
She got a DUI, so she got a year. So she'll be. By the time we get seen in court January 4th, when everybody has to come back, which I'm scared too, because that's the day everybody has to report back.
Yeah.
I don't want to get made an example on the day you go back. What I mean? I think we'll be 3 months off probation.
Okay. When have you considered hiring an attorney for the court case at least?
If it's you think you can get it dismissed even though she's on probation for DUI? You think that's possible?
It's not even about like, do I think you need to fucking try, right? So, because if you don't get the court case dismissed, you're gonna get still stuck. The 485 can be administratively closed with USCIS, or they could just deny it because they could say they don't have jurisdiction. So they could still process the work permit and whatnot, but the 485, which is for the residency, it's on a holding pattern. It's like you're on a plane and it goes in circles. This doesn't even go in circles; it just sits there. So the court case is affecting it. Mm-hmm.
The receipts will send you like anything else, and I check every day. The I-130 doesn't move, the other one doesn't move.
Oh yeah, the I-130 moves very, very slow when there's a court case also, but it does move like a turtle. So that's why it's very impaired. It's impaired. The judges are different, but the best thing to do is provide a lot of evidence of your marriage, regardless of DWI. People with DWI can still get residency. Okay. No, try to limit it to one, but which part?
I'm a veteran.
Thank you for your service.
My wife, I don't know if that helps.
They unfortunately don't usually give a shit. I'm sorry, to be honest. I wish it. I mean, you go to court in uniform, maybe that helps because some judges did serve in the military for sure. I know that at least they're either like serving military or they're prosecutors, but unfortunately, they don't have there's no like fast button like Staples or what do you call it, easy button when someone's in the military. I wish they certainly should give you some kind of leeway.
The work permit and Social Security not coming because it's already like at 186 days, and I see people after us already within a month after.
But that's because they don't have a court case, most likely.
So the individual hearings was holding that up.
Yeah, kind of. It's the court case in general, but you don't have to wait. Like we do things more proactively. So even though you get a court date in January, we would still file your request motion to dismiss with a lot of evidence, including like a joint bank account before you do.
Yes.
Perfect. So so make sure you use that. You don't have to have that as like the only account you use, but try to use it as the primary because I do want to see transaction activity. Okay.
No, we try to pay rent with it, grocery store, gas,
Good. All the basics, yeah. The common. Absolutely. So where's your court case located?
Here in Houston. I'm in Houston.
Okay, good.
It's at down one of those. I know there's two downtown ones.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good amount of, I would say majority of judges, as long as they're not fired, are what's it called? They're very friendly and they're not jerks. Let's just put it that way. So, but yeah, I would not go to the individual hearing and not have a motion to dismiss filed already. Okay. I would recommend doing that ASAP.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to make it to 2027. If I could get it dismissed, but like you're saying, it could. Like, is it possibility very high to get it dismissed before then?
I can't tell you the percentages. I can tell you got to get it done though.
Okay.
Yeah, it could. The political climate could change, but we have gotten dismissals. It's just, in the past we would, when under Biden administration they have the prosecutorial discretion. They always have it. It's just not as expansive. It's just very limited. So instead of depending on Department of Homeland Security, we say F them and just skip straight to the judge, basically.
So is this getting dismissed without going to court, or we're going to get a court date to get it dismissed? Is that what?
You can try to avoid going to court. Like you engage with us like tomorrow, then we prep, we get all the documents needed, for example, and then our goal is to file the dismissal request motion within 30 days, for example. Okay. And since your court date's what, in January next year?
January 4th, 2027.
2027. So that's good. I mean, but the thing is, some people don't know that they can file the motion in advance, like way before the actual hearing. And if you do that, then you're more likely to get possibly the 485 approval or some kind of decision, right, sooner than later, rather than just sitting around waiting. So some people don't know that.
So you're saying if I sit around and wait, the 485 ain't going to do nothing, the I-130 ain't going to do nothing.
It's going to go stale. Yeah, just sitting there, just chilling.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. So I paid for that for nothing, like basically.
Yeah, you kind of just pay for the filing of it, and it just sits there, hangs out. No one even looks at it. Sure.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Sure thing. Sorry, I was cursing. Sometimes I have to emphasize. All right, you're welcome. Take care. All right, y'all. I got about 1 minute until I got to go to my next meeting. All right. Hope y'all doing good. Yes, Dora, you can send a DM on Instagram. I personally don't check Instagram, but we do have a software that all the messages can go to one place, except TikTok. I don't think it connects with TikTok. So TikTok, my assistant and I check that. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, so one Nana, can we get it in 30 seconds or less? Sorry. Or just join later. Let's get you on right now though. Let's see. I do have to run to a meeting soon.
My mom's green card is almost expired.
Okay.
She's 60 years and the thing is there is no way I can get her to do the civil test, right? So I don't know if I can do the medical exemption, even though she has some medical issues. The medical issues is not specified on what is stated on the USCIS website.
Let's put it this way. Does the medical condition affect her ability to learn the civics and English? Okay. So you might have read that you need to get a doctor who has experience with those kind of conditions and can complete the form. USCIS officers are told to look at that, to make sure the doctor has that experience. They just want to make sure there's no fraud between the doctors and the applicant. So yeah, that's the N648, and there's an instruction page. Have you looked at that before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's not much information on it right now. I'm looking at it. But that first paragraph should be hopefully helpful to you in terms of what kind of disability. Is it like a what do they put here? Physical or developmental disability?
It's not mental, it's all cardiac. And anytime that it's one of those that I think she probably has depression and anxiety, when I talk about it, she just freaks out. And her blood pressure is through the roof after
I see.
Anytime I tell her to learn. So
I see.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let us know if you need help with it, but yeah, sooner the better to file this and whatnot. Okay. N648 if you need it.
Take your number and call your office.
Okay. Sounds good. Wish you the best, Nana. Thanks for your.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I really appreciate it. I gotta go. All right, I gotta go to the next meeting. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Hi, Tasha. Peace.